What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles, welcoming you to another edition, actually the first edition of 2025 of Lyles Movie Files. Where are your fireworks? They didn't park up this time.
Yeah, mine hasn't been working since I think I did a random update.
Boo. Boo
yeah.
to the random updates. Anyway, Jeffrey Lyles, not Lyle. This is amazing. You pointed this out. Some people still think my name is Lyle. Not the crocodile. I'm Jeffrey. Anyway, joining me as always.
So Lyle, how's I see it says Jeffrey, but I'm sure your name is Lyle, not Lyles. Because that would say
right. They just forget about you. All right, bro. What's up, Jace? How you doing?
I'm good. Ready to start 2025. But yeah. Are people in the chat talking about us throwing shade at people?
No, I was laughing at your delay for being excited about 2025.
Oh. Yeah, I know.
That's what I was laughing at.
Take me back. Oh, interesting.
All right. Let's say what's up to everybody hanging out in the chat with us. Snake Eyes. Howdy, partner. Blake Tarpley. Yo, Jeff Jason Chief. Happy New Year to you and all the movie filers. What's up, Blake? 80s kid is already answering the question, but I'm not going to post it right now. What up, 80s kid?
Welcome back.
David Thanos. Happy New Year, crew. Happy New Year, David Thanos. Jalen Parks. Where the bros at? Where the bros at?
Yeah, I'm sure I could find some inappropriate 90s way to say that, but
Michael Solis. What's up, guys? What's up, Michael? How are you? Lyles and Lies. I could have done Lyle and Lies. That way I have everything wrong.
It's now there's two of them.
Two reasons. Snake Eyes. To me, it's not a great start for 2025. I got COVID, but I don't have it anymore.
Oh, okay. I thought he had it at the end of last year. Oh, man. Glad it kicked it. What's going on, Fox?
Happy New Year, everyone. Pros before bro. That was the title. Yeah, right. Because I mean, it's amazing. Like the PR team is getting fired, Jamie. Yeah, mine is a little bit shinier blue than yours.
You.
All right, so before we get into all this stuff that we're looking forward to in 2025, let's talk about what I demanded you watch 2 days ago. Was it? All right, so one of my not even guilty pleasures. Actually, what's up? Ryan Daly, what's up? Happy New Year, guys. This year's already a disappointment for movies because I didn't get to see Nosferatu. Is it out of theaters already?
I'm waiting for that to drop on Amazon like next week, and I'm just going to watch
it. Is it out of theaters?
It might be doing one of those limited engagement, and then they'll release it random time, like in March or something. If it's not available, I have not seen, but
I would recommend seeing that in the theater. It's a theater movie. I definitely don't say that too often. That one's worth seeing in the theater.
Okay.
But just make sure it's a clean one when there's no worries about actual rats being in the theater. David Thanos. So how far will Denver make it with Knicks?
We're going to enjoy making it to the playoffs for the first time in many, many years. It's going to be a fine time. We're going to see us play in the snow, hopefully in Buffalo. And then we're going to call it a successful season.
It's only going to be a successful season when Patrick Mahomes is crying on the sidelines because they didn't win a Super Bowl. That's it. I don't care who else wins, even Philly.
Hey, here's the weirdest thing about all this. If we beat Buffalo, we will play the Chiefs, and we are beside Buffalo, we're actually the closest one. If our kicker didn't have the field goal block, we would have won that game the week before Buffalo. So all hope is not lost, folks. We got should take them down.
Okay. And all hope is not lost here on Lyles Movie Files as we welcome for the first time in 2025. Chief, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing, man? Appreciate you bringing me in. Like to say what's up to the chat, man. How's everybody out there? Happy New Year.
So you were in the chat world before, like, let me in, Attica.
Man, let me tell you something. I should have put a Red Bull on ice. I'm tired as hell.
That's the voice. I thought you were doing the hey, what's up, everybody? It's DJ Lonnie here on the ones and twos.
I'm gonna tell you, I've got to wake up. You hear my sleepy voice. I wanna lay it down, but I decided to come in and check you guys out, man, and let's run it for the new year, right? I can't miss the first one of the new year.
Right.
Now the rest of them, I can miss every other one for the new year. But the first one, I've got to make.
The first and the last, we'll call it a success.
Hey Thanos, what's up, man? Happy New Year. See you brought your humor along in 2025. Good to know, man. Good to know.
We're gonna need laughs.
Man. Yeah, because the color of money, because I don't see the money. So I got to some way be reminded that there is something called money out there, and I would love to have some.
Must be the money.
Damn.
If I've learned anything from Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield this year, is that Caleb Williams will be an elite quarterback in 5 years when he's playing for the Rams or the Dolphins.
Hey, you got as a person who likes the Bears, I think you guys have a chance of getting a good coach and fix. I mean, the weird thing is the Bears seem like they were going to be a good team. They just have offensive line problems. If your new coach just takes care of that offensive line, I think you're going to see some improvements.
Yeah, I think you're missing a very important part that he's going to be an all-star for the Rams or the Dolphins.
No. Caleb is going to be successful because every quarterback who's ever gone to Chicago has been super successful.
That's not entirely true.
Hey, they're going to make a dome stadium, okay? Oh, playing out in Soldier Field was cute enough for 50 years, but it's over, okay? What's going on, Michael?
It's not going to be bad, man. I think everybody's forgetting that Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels almost had the same stats. I think Caleb Williams threw less interceptions than Jaden, threw less touchdowns, but not by much. And they both roughly had around the same yards. It's just that Chicago sucked in every possible way, and the Commanders did not.
I mean, look, they beat the Packers when at the end of the season in a competitive game.
I'd like to add that. I'd like to throw this in here. That game was rigged. I'm gonna tell you, man. I've never seen my parlay burn as fast as it did with the Green Bay loss. I mean, every single parlay I had. I mean, it was like I lit a match to it. Like I wanted to watch the world burn. And
just your half, though, Chief. Just your half of the world.
It was the stupidest thing I've ever seen, man. These were playoffs teams that marched in there and were like, eh. And then here's the other thing. Other playoff teams were like, yeah, we're playing our starters. Just to the second half. Good luck on your bets. I'm like, yo,
that was on you for betting in week 18 in the NFL.
You are correct. But at the same time, what kind of a stand-up type, you know what I mean? Like, why fool? Like, you can't go in there and fool the bettors. Like, I'm so NFL and Vegas was like, look, let's do this. And I feel like I haven't placed the bet since. I'm like, nah, it's all a game now. I'm just gonna go and play back alley craps.
What's the apps?
Right. I don't know if I got a better chance of walking away with my money, but maybe I can run. So yeah, that's what you get, man. That's what I get.
Probably be deuce. I'm trying to figure out if you spelled it wrong intentionally or if it's just spelled wrong perfectly. Either way, it works. What's up, Mark A?
Mark A.
Only stat that was a lock was Mike Evans targets over. Yeah, he got as many yards in the season as Jerry Rice with the extra game. Anyway,
A little
let's.
salty on that one.
I mean, who's going to be talking about Mike Evans outside of Tampa Bay? Nobody. So it's whatever.
Mm.
And people who draft him don't even talk about him. Let's talk about a few TV shows. I had you watch Cobra Kai. We've enjoyed the show every season, and they were doing this extended rollout of this, its final season. So there was part one, and I missed when part one started and ended because I was like, well, I'll catch it when it's done. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'll watch it. I'll catch up to it later. And so I don't normally do that with shows that I like. I was like, no, there's so much stuff I needed to watch anyway. So I was like, I'll get to it while we're talking. I just like, let me actually figure out when it was. Let's see. So
It was I'm pretty sure it was episode 5.
let's see. So it started July 18th. Yeah, so episode 5.
Yeah. It has a cliffhanger too.
Devastating.
Why wouldn't
it?
Yeah.
What did you say, Chief?
I said, why wouldn't it have a cliffhanger? That's how they
I mean,
get you.
that show is great. You're right. It was episode 5. So because I blew through it, I didn't know. And then I got to part 2, which is where they're currently on their cliffhanger. And that was epic. That was great. I love the show. You know, some people want to whine and complain about stuff. They're like, it's gone off the track. I'm like, this show is about kids doing karate. Let's stop worrying about all this other foolishness. So episode 10 is the season finale, and that was November 15th. And episode 8 felt like it could have been the part break, but episode 10 was like, oh, that's amazing. I called Jace because Jace was intending to wait it out and just wait till the whole thing. I said, no, under no circumstance can you do that. You got to watch it because this cliffhanger deserves you waiting, because you got to wait it out, because you just can't go next episode. You got to let it sit, marinate for a minute, and then go, oh man, this was incredible. This is amazing. So Jace, what did you think?
Okay. Cobra Kai is probably going to go up in one of my favorite TV shows ever. I mean, I think they've done such a good job of blending nostalgia with current characters and not crapping on them, and gives you actually fun story. I mean, I don't think I felt like any time where Netflix is dragging a subplot on just to get to a couple more episodes. I mean, I know it's not network TV and they have 13 really good episodes usually, but they've done an excellent job of using the time they had. You feel like you've enjoyed the story. You press that, go to next season, the next episode. You're like, I'm all in. And one of the things I really appreciated about watching this last season was, I think if I watched the first 5, I would have thought that was a cool cliffhanger. And then getting to this next cliffhanger, I mean, I called Jeff on episode 8. I'm like, yo, that was really cool. That could still be a cliffhanger. And I would not be mad if they didn't tell me I got 2 more episodes. If 8 was a cliffhanger, you could stop it there and be like, oh, that was tight. Give it a week. And you could actually wait a week or so and then go to the next episode, because it almost would feel fun to have that built in, like, oh, I wonder what they're going to do next. And then 9 and 10 are just so good. You're like, oh, I do want to appreciate that month break to let it simmer down. Let's think of all the ramifications I can think of, do the speculation in your head. And then you go into those final 5 and you can say, wow, I mean, I'm sure they're not going to drop the ball. I have no doubt they know what they're doing on this show. And I think if anybody's not watching, I think it's worth your time. You will blow. I mean, you'll blow those. I mean, this season I did it in 2 days. Was it?
Yeah, just like you said. 2 days.
I said it was going to take me 2 days. I did that. I could have almost done it in 1, and I would have enjoyed myself immensely. I think if you guys got some time, you're off on a snow day. I mean, you got some snow days. It's like this weekend. I think you can run it and you'll enjoy it.
Yes. 80s kid, did you not enjoy it, or have you stopped watching it? Jalen says, Chief, did you watch the first couple seasons of Cobra Kai?
The first couple, yeah. Yeah, so I saw the beginning of the Cobra Kai's, yeah. I haven't seen this season at all, though.
So you're caught up besides this season?
I think so. I'm not sure, but I think so.
It's been really good. I know your whole thing is, I want to see it all at once, but it's really good, Chief. And it's worth waiting for that month for the final stretch of episodes because the cliffhanger is great. And we don't have to do the old school TV thing, wait like a year or whatever, but it's worth doing the cliffhanger bit on this one.
Well, I mean, okay, I still, there's certain, like, I'm gonna say this, like Smallville and the latter seasons had really good cliffhanger endings to really get you to want to watch that season premiere. Now, I can't say how good the season premiere is going to be, but that season finale was going to get you, I totally want to see what happens. I think Cobra Kai has done a very good job of kind of giving me that feel of, I remember why I appreciate letting a show simmer down for a little bit before you can go to the next episode. And not, again, I'm not waiting 3 months to do. Yeah, if you, I'm watching, what was it, season 6, and what happens at the end of season 6, that's when we get Zod.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I was like, hey, anybody has seen it, it's like, I'll just say, that's when you get Zod for the first time. And when that happens, you're like, oh crap, like this is big, giant, we got Zod in here.
That season did not disappoint either. That season did not disappoint.
No. Yeah, that season 5 was animal.
Wait. When was that? I thought you said season 6.
No, season 5 ends with Zod.
Oh, then yeah, season 6 was great. What was the Veritas season?
Veritas is 7.
Oh, that was one that was good. Okay.
The Veritas storyline is garbage. All the other stuff going around Veritas was good, but Veritas was garbage.
David Thanos says, I love that every season they brought back another character. I'm marked out for Terry Silver. He was a really great bad guy, and he's really fun. Let's see here. 80s kid, remind me again why Netflix and Max write their shows, but Disney still doesn't get it. What do you mean on that one?
Okay, because I can do a little elaboration on my thought on that.
Okay.
Disney, I'll go like Max. Max writes these not Max, but I'll go Netflix. Netflix goes to the self-contained episode, and it ends. It feels like you've ended one part of a book, like a comic book. Disney writes everything like it's I'll use Acolyte. Acolyte was written like it was a movie chopped up into 30-minute blocks, and it didn't have really good. This is the end of the story. This is why this ended. It's just, all right, we had a blank screen, so we're going to saw that's the end of the show. I think they've done that on a lot of shows that has hurt them. Because, even Agatha all along, to me, I liked Agatha after episode 4. But until that point, it really was like, this is a movie you guys just cut into. You guys write your stuff very much movie. We'll figure out how the time codes go when we're done. I think everybody else does is like, we have TV writers doing it, not movie people. We'll figure it out at the end.
So 80 said earlier, I watched the first 3 episodes of Skeleton Crew. Out of the 3rd episode, I stopped watching, but then I heard it got good, quote unquote. Caught up with 4, 5, and 6. Watched episode 7 last night. The show is not for me, and I love Amblin movies. Where am I? Where do I need to go with this? What episode am I?
Because I finished 7 earlier today.
Okay, I'm behind. Shocker.
Probably.
And well, it's just it wasn't really a good reason. I just got behind on the show, and then it was like and I'm pretty sure David Thanos asked, let's see, where did that go? Did I finish Superman and Lois? No. And the reason for that was because I watched the episode with Kyle and Chrissy's wedding. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give y'all a little break for a minute because the show is on this this finale deal, so it's like curtain call for every character. And I did not care about Kyle and Chrissy together. I'm not sure if anyone shipped them. And I just felt like their storyline was so dumb when at the end of the day, they just could have kept Kyle and Lana together. I mean, most shows don't have the couple break up and then they go with somebody else and now I got a kid with somebody else. They just get back together for whatever reason. They're like, yeah, you're gonna be done. They didn't have enough time to give Lana a new love interest or Kyle another love interest that you could care about. Chrissy was a side supporting character, and I did not care whatsoever about any thoughts she had about marriage. And I was like, I'm gonna come back. I know the show is good. Y'all tell me how great it is, so I'm gonna come back. But yeah, plus there are new shows like Disney's What If, and
well, I'm gonna put a pin in that conversation. But I think I actually appreciated them wrapping up each character. It's like, okay, you're not gonna see what happens after this. If they're not main character, no, they're getting out of here.
But I didn't care. I didn't care one iota about Chrissy. They could have mentioned her. Oh yeah, Chrissy's off doing this big expose in Metropolis. Who cares?
Well, that doesn't make sense. She's a small town reporter. She sounds like somebody who's, hey, I love my hometown. I'm not leaving. I'm not going big city because Kyle, who's never also really likes his city, is not leaving either.
Question: did Kyle in later episodes do his barbecue? Did he join a big famous chef and do a cook-off reality show?
Yeah. All right. See, because I actually it didn't. When I'm done with everything, I actually opened up Superman and Lois episode first season, and that barbecue that's kind of his thing.
That's what I said.
I mean, it literally is like Kyle is the man. He's known for the barbecue. So him selling his barbecue to pay for this wedding was kind of, hey, we actually remember some of the stuff that seems small, but if you stuck with us for 4 seasons, we're paying some stuff off. And yeah, I mean, I think if that is your weakest episode, yeah, I'm in here.
I'm sure.
I like a good wrap up. Like, so we're trying not to have plot holes, even if you don't like characters, which I understand. You're like, you could kill them off season for all I care.
I don't care. David Thanos also has finished watching What If. Glad the series is over.
Jeff, have you watched more than the episode you did a review for on LylesMovieFiles.com?
So I watched the first 2 episodes. I liked the Mech Avengers deal. I thought that was cool. Would actually like to see Sam and Monica Rambeau hang out in the live action MCU. I thought their dynamic was fun. Then the second episode was What If Agatha Went to Hollywood? And that was, gosh, I remember going over those episode titles and going, that doesn't sound good. And watching it was even worse. I don't care about Agatha to the extent where we need more of her. I feel like sometimes they have people in studio like, oh, great. Can you record lines for this episode? We want to build around your character too. I mean, Agatha just had a TV show. That was the most recent show before What If. I don't know why they felt the need. You know what they need? More Agatha. No. What we had with Agatha was good. And putting her into a What If where they're always like, oh, every woman is just amazingly overpowered. And then to pair her up with Kingo from Eternals, I don't care.
Okay. Did you watch the end of Agatha?
No, I'm still in the queue.
Okay. All right.
Review.
There's a bigger idea for Agatha, so
that's fine. The idea of the What If episode was lame. Like, there's so many things they could have done with What If, and doing What If Agatha decides she wants to be a Celestial and hang out with Kingo did not excite me whatsoever. There still have so many cool storylines they could have done. How about what if Baron Mordo became the Supreme Sorcerer or Sorcerer Supreme? That could have been fine. And Doctor Strange became the bad guy. That's an easy, quick one right away. And they weren't doing that stuff. And I just still don't get why they were doing things that felt like, hey, what are the storylines that people care the least about? Let's make those episodes.
I mean, I hate to say this, but they chose to, again, I think you hit on it. I think they really went with certain characters over others. And it was like, hey, I understand you guys, you think we've done this before, but we can pull up better storylines. You have at this point you have X-Men. You can bring what if someone's. I mean, this is what if can be. Hey, what if we actually got to see Marvel's Avengers? I mean, I'm sorry, we got to see the X-Men in their world. What if? I mean, you got plenty of bad guy stories. There's plenty of stories that have not been touched with what if, or just switching one or two characters, one decision. Like I like when they did what if Captain America didn't get the serum and Peggy got the serum instead of Cap. Like that was a good. Oh, okay, that's a story. But they have dropped the ball on these what ifs. I mean, heck, what if could have been? What if Secret Invasion was actually good? Like that would have been better storyline than what they come up with. And when you were doing the episode titles, it was unless I have to watch it for this podcast, I'm probably not watching it, and I'm pretty much gonna stick with that.
I didn't need that. It didn't need that Agatha episode, right? Because they don't need Agatha.
But they wanted to show probably that the internal, as much as we did not, as the internals did not get the reception they thought it was going to get. It is not a failed project. We will still utilize these characters at a later date.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear you like Sonic 3, Snake Eyes. I figured you would. Yeah. Chief, did you watch any of the What If episodes?
No.
It's cool. Great. I was worried that Jason
Any intentions on watching?
No. I didn't get through. I didn't make it through the last set.
Good call.
So I figured I might as well not even try to do it. So I'm not gonna do it. Did I watch anything else though? I feel like I watched something, but I can't remember what I watched now. I heard Nosferatu was the joint.
I told you it was the joint.
Did you see it?
Yes.
You both saw it?
No, he was texting us in the thread saying how good it was.
Yeah.
But it was freaking him out.
I heard it was good, man. The cinematography.
It's a cinephile, folks.
The camera angles, the way the director.
It was amazing though. The cinematography was awesome. And it made it look so cool.
How was the action though?
It was good. I mean,
did people get bitten? Was there bites?
There's a copious Tarantino-esque amount of blood splurts and splatters. It's quite violent when it gets violent. I mean, it's shouldn't be a movie where there's a whole bunch of it, but when they do have it, it does get you. And they have some really good, I think we'll call them jump scares. It's like yell and run frantically scares because it's creepy.
Okay.
I feel like even with all you just said, it's kind of artsy fartsy.
Artsy fartsy. No, I definitely wouldn't say that because I feel like you're gonna dig it because the way they do it, it's really creepy and really like, what is about to happen? Oh, and you don't have to wait this long time for this stuff to happen. It's not like, oh, wait me when things get interesting.
So it's not an hour into the movie when first person gets bitten.
Oh no, it's much sooner than that.
So am I sleeping with the closet door open or is my closet door closed?
I feel like your lights are on, so it doesn't matter.
But that was also a trick question because my closet door is closed all the time. I don't like to sleep with the closet door open. I always feel like something is peering from the back of the closet at me.
Somebody's watching you.
You too? Your closet door closes? Yeah. There's something about it, right? Yeah.
Again, it's if you hear a closet door, if you leave your closet door open and just something randomly falls out, it'll freak you out. Like, because there's always a sweater that can just randomly fall out for no dang reason. Really? And that'll wake you up.
That happens at your house? You've had a sweater fall out your closet?
I mean, if you don't have everything all lined up perfectly.
I'm going to be honest.
Please.
There would be nothing living in that closet when I finished. I wouldn't approach it. Or you would hear,
is somebody in there?
Pop, pop, pop. I would just be sending 3-shot combos into that thing. There's no way something randomly is going to fall in my closet and not shut. You know what I mean? I'm not even turning on the lights. I don't even play like that. The random closet sweater getting thrown out onto the bedroom floor middle of the night. Yeah, right. You always remind me of that movie where it was a horror movie and these things were living on the other side of the mirror and they would shoot something into like people's legs to mark them and then drag them through the mirror into the other realm they lived in.
Are you sure we're not talking about Flash?
No. And it was this girl, she got hit with it, and these things were trying to drag her through. And then the closet always reminds me of that.
I'm waiting on Jamelin to tell us the name of this movie.
Jamelin knows. Jamelin knows, man. It was these monsters on the other side of the mirror. It was like a whole world of them. And they would just grab you through the mirror and mark you, then grab you through the mirror eventually. So
that could be quite terrifying if done well.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna clear that closet. Like, let me tell you.
That's where it went. Oh no, we managed to stump
Jamelin, man. It's this girl, and these things shoot a dart into her leg, and they mark her. And then, like the whole movie, she's trying to find out about them or escape them. They keep trying to come for her, and eventually they just pull her through the mirror on the other side. She can still see her house through the mirror, but now it almost reminds me. The things almost look like those demons from Constantine. That's what they kind of remind me of. Yeah. Also, was it mirrors? Let me look, man, real quick. But yeah, that's all I always feel like about my closet, man. Like something's on the other side going to try to pull me through.
I actually just watched what was it? Watchers. That was good.
I'm trying to remember what. Yeah, I know. It's M. Night's daughter's movie. I'm trying to remember if I. This kind of messed up. Then I'm like, did I remember it like that?
Yeah, it's not us. It's not mirrors of us. I'm gonna find it, man.
No, yeah, I didn't like it.
I mean, the ending, it wasn't like a twist ending. I like how the characters, Oculus, that can make sense.
Was it Oculus, Chief?
It wasn't Oculus, man. Like I said, it was a movie where they shot something into Shorty's ankle, and I remember she was digging in and trying to pull it out, and it was something they marked her with, so they know where she was, wherever she was, and like the whole movie she spent trying to get away from them.
Did you see Watchers?
Yes, that's the joint where they're at the they're in the mirror.
Yeah.
And those things from outside just want to see them do stuff.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I saw that. It was different. It was different.
I get maybe that's why I actually liked it, because it's like I did think it was different.
It was different. I mean, I didn't hate it. It was different. It was not the twist I expected. So, I don't know. It was okay. Was that Nick Fury on this joint?
Is this new Nosferatu? This one. He was in one, and he is also in this new one too.
Oh, okay.
I guess I gotta go see it, man. I guess the movie theater should be empty.
It should. Nobody's there this week.
But it's. I think it's supposed to snow.
It's always snowing now.
Hey, I'll take it.
Oh yeah. Work from Homer.
What? No.
The scoff on that was real.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait for the snow.
Yeah, I can just see it from my window.
Yeah,
looks pretty.
That's nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I am. Thanks.
Glad you're enjoying it. You know what I mean?
AIDS Kid's currently on Hoth. I'm enjoying my snow days.
Yeah.
Chief, are you going to see Wolfman? I think Chief should see it and do a high school style report on both Werewolves and Wolfman and juxtapose juxtapose them in the Cinema Files, sort of way that only Chief.
Is that right? Because I don't even know what juxtapose means. I'm gonna have to look that up. And also, I saw the thing for Wolfman the other day. That's my shorty from the Ozarks, right?
Okay.
So it looks like it might be interesting, man. Who saw Werewolves though? Did anybody go see Werewolves yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
I feel like I got some haters.
You feel like we're some haters because we didn't watch something you recommended. Please tell me more. I'd like to know more.
It's in a movie theater though. How many times have I gone and seen a movie because Lyles Movie Files recommended it? A lot.
How really?
Yeah, a theater movie. We're not talking about a TV show movie that got canceled.
Theater movie.
We're talking about a theater movie, sir. And that thing got on video on demand quick, didn't it?
Well, that was not a big budget movie, so you don't have to have it in the theaters. Because again, there's folks like me who I will watch it, but I can't drag getting the wife to go see that. Nah, it's not gonna happen. So, but I'll go watch that movie.
Sometimes you gotta see a movie solo, man, and just enjoy it.
She was like, "You can go to the movies by yourself."
Yeah, the wife. I'm like,
loud.
What's she talking about? Drag her. Say, listen, I'm going out to the movies. I'll see you later, and grab one seat and some popcorn, small for yourself. You know what I mean?
It's allowed.
You know what I mean? She'll be all right when you get back.
I hope so.
You know what I mean?
I hope so.
Yeah. Look, she's looking out the window too at the snow. Y'all be cool.
So Lee Winnell, who directed and wrote Invisible Man, is on this one. So I'm excited about checking out Wolfman. I think that should be pretty fun.
Who's the main guy now? It's not Jon Snow, is it? Who is it? Jon Snow did one though, didn't he?
Kit Harington?
He did do a werewolf themed film. Oops. And I was about to type in Jon Snow. Let's see. Christopher Abbott, I think, is a star in that. That's Christopher Abbott. He looks a lot like him, though. Gosh, man, I can
like
see
a Kit Harington.
He does look like Jon Snow.
Yeah, everybody looks like Jon Snow. That's the look nowadays.
Oh, he was in Kraven the Hunter, so I'm sure that's where you most likely remember him from lately.
Oh man, and I haven't gone to see it yet, and I meant to.
I think that also is you can purchase that today and not watch it.
I appreciate that, man. Or you could just say, compare them.
Hey, we're using cinephile language, okay?
You know what I mean? It's Blake with the big words. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now I don't. I gotta read a dictionary. You're the what's his name that used to be on Monday Night Football.
Dennis
and we
Leary?
hated him.
Not Dennis Leary. What? Oh,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what the smart mouth dude. What's his name?
Yeah, Dennis Miller, right?
Dennis Miller. I remember he would be doing Monday Night Football. And I was like, what? Me and my father be looking at each other like, what? We just grabbed the dictionary. What? And it wouldn't even be funnier when we knew what he was saying.
Yes, it made it worse. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
you're just using words you don't need it.
Oh, Dennis Miller ass.
You paid to see Kraven?
I haven't seen Kraven. I mean, I want to see Kraven though.
That franchise needs a reboot in order to be fixed, or just have it set way after.
Ray!
Thank you.
Man, you just used the wrong A. You should have got stretched out Ray. I mean, come on. Missed opportunity. Okay. Do we really think? I'm going first point of 80s. I don't want them to touch KOTOR. Like, just I can enjoy if they can actually do the reboot of it for PS5 without trying to do anything different. Just give me voice actors. Yeah, you do not try and Final Fantasy remake. Oh, it's a whole new story. I don't want a whole new story. Give me the exact same thing. Port. I can play this on my PS5 versus Xbox, where I only bought that system to play that game. Next, on Star Wars, if you just kind of tell us, hey, things happen after whatever Rise of Skywalker, whatever the heck that was.
You just said you like closure. You want to know about Kyle and his barbecue and Christy with her news reporting gig?
Hold on. Can I throw this through the TV? Oh, okay. All right. Well, that failed. I think we've had closure. We had closure on these Skywalkers. You know, Luke redeems his father. He's good. Now, sequel, you know, fan fiction. I don't think there's going to be I mean, you could, if you have better people there and just say, hey, only one director makes 3 movies and makes 3 stories and not have them fight, you know, a battle between each other, you may have a workable story. It's not likely, but why not try it out? See if you can run the whole company.
All right. Let me go to a little bit of news before getting into our topic for the day. James Gunn is further keeping things really, really interesting because he keeps wavering in all these interviews. Maybe he's having a ball just saying, hey, let's see what they say this time. About Robert Pattinson becoming his DCU Batman. Chief, I know you're excited about that prospect, but director Matt Reeves is going, we're not really sure because we're still working on my ideas for this movie. So it really comes down to whether or not it makes sense. Thanks. And James Gunn is going back and forth. I don't know. Would you want to see him be in that role?
No, absolutely not. Again, his Batman, emo Batman wasn't a good Batman. Like if you wanted to use Billions or whatever that movie, you know, Robert Pattinson, and make him Bruce Wayne, that would have been fine. But you've already used him as emo Batman. So let emo Batman stay over there in Penguin World, because that's really, you know, that's really whose world it is now. It's not Batman, it's Penguin's world, and y'all living in it. Yeah, just cast him. I mean, I know it'd be easy to just have Robert Pattinson be your Batman, but no, that's not that lazy way is not going to happen. You got to try and find somebody who you think has the gravitas to be Batman. Make it work. Make it happen.
Keith loved emo Batman. This is the first. This is the first.
That's why it's taking them so long to come up with emo Batman too. Like we're gonna introduce Joker in the end credit scene, not unlike the last Batman trilogy introducing Joker at the last part of the movie. This one's gonna totally work out. Like, no,
so here's some great news, Chief, just for you. The word on the street now is because of his role in Daredevil Born Again, Disney is hard at work, at least in the planning process of the Punisher's next series on Disney Plus, which will essentially be Punisher, wait for it, season 3.
Did you watch season 2?
I'm so excited.
I could tell. Jace, what do you think about that?
Punisher season 2. Hey, Punisher season 2 was not Jessica Jones season 2. I'll watch it.
I don't think I even watched the first one.
The Punisher?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen any of them.
Any reason why?
I wanted to make up something really good for you, Jeff, but only thing I can think of, I just didn't want to see it. I'm not a big Punisher fan. I saw what's the guy from Hung? He did the Punisher.
Thomas Jane.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that salted me for the rest of the Punishers for the rest of my life.
That was John Travolta's movie, and Punisher was in it.
What was wrong with that movie?
I just didn't like it.
That was not a Punisher movie. Like Warzone was a great Punisher movie.
Did you see Warzone, Chief?
Warzone?
Punisher Warzone with Ray Stevenson.
No, I did not.
Gotta check that out. Is it on Disney Plus?
Yeah, I think it is.
That one is a solid. Hey, plot, go over there somewhere, and Punisher's just gonna shoot up a bunch of people. It's very fun in that sense of Punisher.
I do love that.
I think you would like that one.
Yeah.
Blake wants to know, Jeff and Jace, did you guys ever start The Expanse? No. Best sci-fi show in 10 years. Characters, design, stories, spaceship battles, mystery. It had it all. Okay. What did you say Expanse was on, Blake?
Is it Amazon or I think no, if it's 10 years, it's probably on Amazon. Yeah, I can. I don't have anything to watch for a month. So that might be, I might be a move to make. Yeah, that's another topic I'd like to discuss about next week.
What's that?
Shows we aren't watching that we need to watch.
Well, Chief doesn't have too much to add to that list.
He's got
sniping in the new year.
Is he really sniping? I mean, you gotta hit and move, but not you. You're just like kind of like, whatever. All right, let's see.
Vox Machina?
I saw the new Vox Machina.
Yeah, like that's one on there.
Well, I think that show is done now.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the last season, the last one. The way it ended.
Okay.
So we're waiting on Invincible now, right?
Invincible. Yep.
Yeah, that's one
that's coming out quick.
All right, well, let's get into it. 2025 is here. We're 8 days into it, so it's not too late. What are some of the things that you're looking forward to? And let's keep this simple without going through everybody's list all at once. So let's say 2 or 3 things that you're looking forward to at a time. Chief, why don't you start us off with this one?
We're just talking about the new 2025 movies, right?
Or TV shows, whatever. Keith just said Vox is coming back.
Oh, is the Vox is coming back?
Mm-hmm.
I thought the way it ended, I thought it was over. I think we're all looking forward to. I think everybody's looking forward to Captain America, right?
Right.
I can't wait for Superman to hit. Psych, bullet bombs.
Wow. Talk about sniping for no reason.
Isn't the new Wednesday coming out?
Maybe.
I think so. I enjoyed the last Wednesday. And my third one will probably be something. So, is this 28 years later? Does that include old boy
Cillian Murphy? Yes.
Yeah,
he's in it.
Then I'd like to see that. What? Why are you laughing at me?
No, because like, oh, okay. I do want to see it now. Yeah, he's gonna be in it. I'm trying to think if the rest of his castmates are gonna be in it too. Aaron Taylor Johnson is in it. Who else? Ralph Fiennes, Jodie Comer.
What happened to the old girl though? That I guess she got too big, huh?
I'm trying to think. Oh, Naomi Harris.
No,
I guess not. I don't see why she wouldn't, but maybe he's not going to be in it very long.
All right. Those are my 3 off the top.
All right. Jace, how about you?
Okay. Man, we got some good stuff coming up. Okay. So let me go with you said 28 Days, Captain America. So I'm going to go with first one is the final Mission Impossible. Like, sad to see that franchise go, but that's going to be...
It's not the final one. It's just called The Final Reckoning.
Okay. Well, it's good to hear. So Mission Impossible. Next one is Conjuring Last Rites.
Love a good Conjuring movie.
Yep.
Does it include the The couple still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I hate when they get cute and try to switch the programming. They get cute. You know what I mean?
Who is it? The La Madra? Was that part of the Conjuring universe that didn't actually deal with them?
The Mandra?
Yeah, it was.
That sounds scary. The mother?
It sounded like it, but it was not. It was actually very lame. I think it had like the police detective from The Conjuring in there. You're like, come on, this doesn't count. Then my guilty action, which I know is probably going to come out in the next couple days, Night Has Fallen, because Gerard Perdue has still got somebody taking over someplace, and
you said Gerard Perdue.
I think I'm saying Gerard Perdue, but that's like really
that weird looking dude from the 90s.
Yeah, I'm like, that's something. I'm sorry, it's Gerard Butler.
Because that dude got famous, and I always wondered how. And I like the way you whistled when you said it. I think nobody didn't catch that.
I was trying to wait. I don't know if I got this one right.
You did not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the French actor. Yeah.
And everyone else
talking about Den of Thieves 2.
That's
what he's got coming up next with Ice Cube's kid, O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Okay, well they have Night Has Fallen 2 on the calendar for 2025. So that is that's one of my next ones that's coming out.
All right, was that your first three?
Oh, okay. I can go one more. I'm not gonna lie. I want to have a laugh, so I want to see what Megan 2.0 is. I want to see if that's any good, because that could just be them trying to milk the well. But
you know they're milking that cow till it tilts and stumbles to earth. The first one, right? The first one was decent. I'll give it that. Yeah. They're always, though. The first robot movie is always decent, right?
Yep.
Even if they look similar to the old robot movie that you just saw a year ago. Because what's the robot do most of the time? It's an adult robot. It's really pretty. They bring it into the house. It sleeps with the husband. It goes crazy. And then so on and so forth.
Did you just watch Subservient?
No, that's always what happens, though. That is always what happens. That's every robot movie. And this right here,
I was literally checking them down. Yep.
Yeah, this right here was just a child robot. You know what I mean? And so it was. You knew at some point it was going to go off the chain, but it was a good show. So I did enjoy Megan. I will probably see Megan 2.0. Yeah. You know what I like though? The girl with she would pretend that she was a teenager and she would come into your house.
Oh.
And then she would try to kill the mother because she would fall in love with the husband, but she was actually a grown woman.
Yeah.
And then they made a sequel to that, and they brought old girl back again. And I can't remember the name of it. The Orphan. There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
That one I did know.
Yeah. And by the way, the movie was called They, I think. It's a Wes Craven movie called They.
Thank you. You tracked it down. Very good. Let me see. David Thanos wanted to know, had anybody seen Carry On Netflix? Yes. Really enjoyed it. Chief, did you see it?
What is that? I don't even know what it is.
It's a Christmas movie, action, starring
yes, boy from the Kingsman.
Yes,
yeah,
and Jason Bateman.
Yeah, I did see that. Yes, I did.
Think decent or no?
It was cool. I won't give it a dang decent. I'll give it was a cool. It was entertaining. Incredibly far-fetched from hell, but entertaining.
What are you talking about?
Man, you can't park in no airport just randomly outside. You know what I mean? You know what happens? The cop knocks on the window and says, "You move along."
I mean, speaking of somebody who's been to a number of airports and no, get on out of here.
You have to take the parking, sure, but you can park wherever.
Okay, man.
At the point where you're dropping off people,
Can't park there. And then getting a parking space directly across the ramp from where you need to be to shoot somebody. Absolutely not. Absolutely
got there
not.
really early.
They make it actually. They make it
drive around exactly.
They make them airports designed so you strategically can't do it. But
right.
But you suspend a little disbelief. I thought it was a fun movie.
Yeah, I didn't say I hated it. I said it was entertaining.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there a Gremlins 3 coming out?
Possibly.
With what was the Spike? What's his name? Spike?
That seems ill-advised.
Who did he start out with? He was somebody else. And then he came, or was he always Spike? What was his Mogwai name?
Mogwai or Spike?
It was the little one that everybody
loved.
Start
off with Gizmo.
Right, and then
Gizmo spawns all the rest of them.
Right, but Spike was bad. But I thought he had a different gremlin name. He was always Spike throughout the whole. Wasn't his name Spike? Stripe was it Stripe or Spike?
I think it's Spike.
Okay. I thought he had a different Mogwai name. That's all. Yeah, unrealistic. That's all. That's all I'm saying. At times you'd be like, yo, if the TSA was that, I would never get on a plane again, bro. Never. You know what I mean? And I still may not. They're dropping out of the sky like flies right now. I'm not getting on no plane. Get out of here.
Cut Chief and the Chief Cruiser coming to your town.
Right. Stripe. So his name is Stripe?
Really?
Now you got me looking it up.
Okay. Two to Stripe. So okay.
2 to Stripe.
All right. So mine, let's see. I'm gonna go with Sinners, the Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler collaboration, Vampires. I'm game. Okay. I'm down. They haven't done a bad movie together, so I'm sure this will be great. Probably one of my favorite films for this year. Was this?
You said Vampires?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's usually it got me in the theater. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm all set and ready for that one. When does Sinners come out? It's April. Let's see. It's a Depression era vampire movie coming out April 18th.
And it's called Vampires.
Sinners.
Okay.
David Thanos gonna skip Carry On. I'll watch more realistic movie like Fast and Furious. Right. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
All right. Next up, The Accountant 2. I like the first one. It'd be nice to see Ben Affleck back in the action role. That should be cool. And my third April release, Until Dawn. They're making a movie of one of my favorite video games. I'm very curious to see how it's going to play out. So that one's more of I wonder how this will do, but it could be really amazing because the game was awesome. So there are different choices you could take playing the game. So really interesting to see what they incorporate into a movie like that.
Okay. If they do it in the horror version of Clue, I'm going to love
it. Here's an idea.
You got to survive the night in that video game, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. It's a Wendigo or something chasing after you, or
there's a lot of stuff coming out.
I think that would be, if you're like watching people play games, that's one I totally enjoy watching somebody else play. Because the amount of jump scares, like, hey, there's a noise here. I'm gonna go open it. What the freak? My character's dead. Who does that?
Yeah, I remember that thing.
I mean, that never happens in a game. So I was like, oh no.
Yeah. In video games, it's usually the jump scare that actually gets you to the thing. In that game, it's you're dead. Sucks to be you, and it just auto saves. So guess what?
Well, the thing is, you have like 8 characters, and you're just trying to make sure that some of them survive until dawn. So, Chief, what's your next batch?
All right, hold on. Because I was looking up Sinners, man.
You want to go next, Dave? While you look it up?
Chief, you want me to go?
Go ahead.
Okay. My next batch comes equipped with. I'm sure it is. This is another one that's probably going to be a cash grab, but I'm going to check it out. Black Phone 2. Nobody 2. Because
Yeah.
that first one was good. And my next one is probably slightly overdue, but I'm going to go watch it anyway. And that's Tron Ares. Because I think that is still one of those reference 3D movies to watch. I mean, if you still have a 3D TV and you can watch that on 3D, Tron is so good. I mean, that and Dread are two of my. If you needed to ever sell somebody on a 3D TV, those are two movies you'd be like, okay, I got to track one of these down. Yeah,
well worth it.
Oh yeah, Black Phone was. That was creepy as heck. That's why I appreciated it. I'm hoping in second one they can do very similar, but giving us some new ground to go in, but still good movie.
Was that 3?
I got Tron, Nobody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nobody 2. Yeah, I'm in sequels.
What are these movies? Now we'll go see Tron.
Okay, so if you have access to, I'm trying to think which. I think Black Phone is on Amazon. It's a horror movie. It's about what does it do? It's a kid gets kidnapped and he's trying to escape his kidnapper. And the kidnapper is. Did they show it, Jeff? Did you see it?
Don't ruin the movie.
Yeah, If you watch the trailer, I think if you want to see a good horror movie, like real suspense thriller, I think that's one that'll be like, yeah, I can spend 90 minutes to 100 minutes watching this one.
Tron 2 was a vibe. OST? No? I don't know what OST is. You forget a letter? Or am I just not hip anymore?
Not hip anymore, bro.
80s kid. Not one Disney film is on my list. I love Tron, but their recent track record worries me. Chief, you ready with yours now?
I am. Thank you.
All right, what you got?
Excuse me. I'm gonna go with Ballerina.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Anything John Wick like, I'm gonna enjoy. I will go Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out. I enjoy those Knives Out with Daniel Craig as the detective coming on.
Thank you.
And this is gonna be. I'm having a tough, but I'll take the sticker. I'll take the other one my next time around. I'm gonna go with Final Destination, Bloodline.
Yes, sir. Those movies are always fun, and I can get sucked up into the preposterous nature of those films.
Okay. I just watched the one about the race cars. That sucked. I was watching. I was reading on a Saturday. I just like, okay, I know this is. I'm just like, some of this is so preposterous. Like, I mean, it didn't. I think I had recently watched the first one and the second one. So but that race car room, it's like, come on, like really, we're doing this. Like, I get we're trying to use 3D here, but it's like I don't have 3D. It's not as effective.
Final Destination is not going to be saying maybe he did shoot it before. Yeah. It's possible. Yeah. Let me see here.
It wouldn't surprise me that he would be in it. Because he is
in it. He's the first one listed. Plot is unknown at this time. Raya Kilstedt is in it, and so is Breck Basinger. Stargirl's in there.
Okay.
Who else is in this cast? Anybody else that would ring a bell to you all? Care right away? No, but it seems like Tony Todd's in this thing.
Also, reason
May
why
16th. Yeah.
Reason why NASCAR one sucked. Tony Todd wasn't in there.
Jalen, I'm with you. Give me all the Final Destinations. They never fail. They're so good because anything we're like, oh, that's phony. It's death. Death is going to do whatever it takes to kill these people. And I love when they kind of sort of get away. I was like, come back here. I love those movies.
I think that's the thing. When in the last one, the one I saw, it didn't seem like they got away. It was just kind of like stumbling, bubbling. Like, oh, is that
the last one? Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the roller coaster one.
That is 3. If I'm remembering it just off of memory, just that fast, I think that was the.
Okay, so I'm just trying to think. I think I really like 5.
Yeah, so 3 had Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Ryan Merriman. Who else is in it that you would know? Maybe it's time to rewatch them. They're fun. Amanda Cruz in it. Again, watch along a Final Destination. Yeah, that's
again. I think the highway one is still one of my favorite ones.
Which one? Oh, 2.
The highway one. As everyone says, if you grew up when we did, and you drive behind a semi truck with logs, you're living on the edge right there.
Like, you're getting out. You're moving to the next lane.
Like, you're speeding past that dude.
Yes.
Not a chance.
Chief, was that your 3?
I believe that were.
All right. Let's see here. So I'm going to break it up just a little bit. I am looking forward to February with the final part of Cobra Kai because part 3 is going to be epic. And you can't keep this show going on forever and ever because the kids are going to look 40. And so I'm fine with them wrapping it up now. I really want Netflix to stop worrying about, oh no, if we put it out on Blu-ray, no one will ever come back to Netflix again. Release it on Blu-ray, the whole series. I'm going to buy that, and surprise, I'll continue to watch more Netflix stuff. So yeah, like Jay said, it is one of my favorite shows. They have done everything right by me with it, and they bring back people where it's like, wait, where's my Karate Kid program? Oh, this character? And it's really fun. The random karate brawls they shouldn't make any sense, but they do in the context of this universe. And I love it. Like the execution of the fights is great. And I love the characters. So I'm looking forward to that one. Next up on my list, trying to do some stuff y'all have not done. It's getting harder now. Oh, Superman. I am looking forward to Superman. I hope it's good. Want to see David Cornsweet pull off the role. Nicholas Hoult, Lex Luthor, Rachel Brosnan, Lois Lane. I'm excited for it. I'm hoping it doesn't let me down. But if it's good, then it opens up everything for the DC movie universe.
Okay. I just watched Twisters.
Yes.
David Cornsweet actually was like, I was like, okay, if you can play incredible jerk, I think you can play a good Superman because you get all you have to do is switch the switch. I mean, just turn the switch. Like, okay, but his jerk in Twisters, yes, like straight heartless. I got to do a job.
But was he a jerk though?
No, but he was. I mean, he was a company man, and he was just a heartless company man. Just, I'm here to do a job. Whatever you want to do with your little girlfriend, get out of here. We're handling our business. Like, yeah.
I'm the one that's optimistic. Chief is not.
Man.
Chief, are you planning to see Super Neck?
I hope I do see Super Neck. Yes, actually, yes.
Super Neck.
Chief, Ace will tell you the neck is not that big.
Man, if you know where they are, send them my way. But as far as Superman,
okay.
I don't know, man. To be honest with you, Jeffrey Lyles is going to have to come back with a super duper review, man, for the Superman thing to work for me. I'm so disappointed with DC at this moment, man. You know what I mean? You know, it's like when you pay for super neck and you just get regular old neck. So it's just a disappointment, man. So,
there's so many ways you can go with that one, folks.
So it's just
the way
So yeah, I don't have any intentions of going to see it at this moment. But like I said, if the review is scathing,
scathing,
yeah,
it's gonna be all the way up. It's gonna be good. I'm optimistic about that. Not so much about Supergirl, which is following up, which still didn't make any sense to me. But I'm hopeful and optimistic that I'm going to enjoy it. Twisters had a really good cast, Jamelin. I mean, I was like, man, they're in it. Oh, this is cool. I love the whole squad. I thought the dynamics of the team were good. And it was fun. Plastic Man is in it. Metamorpho's in it. I don't know about Plastic Man. 80s Kid goes. We all know Chief is excited for Fantastic Four. And I think we all know that's true as well.
Right. And I know that review is going to be scathing. So I know it's gonna purely suck. Yeah. So I don't plan on seeing that at all. So
wow.
And I hope it goes down. I hope that it is the worst film since the Flintstones.
You're not even saying as bad as you're saying it has to be. It has to make the Eternals look like great cinema.
I think the Eternals will be
the Eternals.
The Eternals will be usual suspects.
Eternals was just boring. It wasn't like a terrible movie. It's just too long for nothing. And for characters playing Supergirl, oh, the world's in trouble. Well, we just got to stay here until somebody we care about is in trouble. I would think the worst movie since the last Fantastic Four, because at least Flintstone had some redeeming quality. If I need to tell it to you, I just cannot. Yeah, I just can't. I have to explain it. But yeah, that Fantastic Four movie with Kate Mara, trash all the way. 80s Kid is feeling faithless. This Black Rob just escaped death. Still in your tape deck. Still gonna hate this. Still gotta take that. Blake Tarpley says this episode of Lyles Movie Files brought to you by the word scathing and juxtaposed.
Exactly.
From Sesame Street's supposed to say that. Big Bird.
It's been a few days. The Eternals would be Best Picture Commander. Man, y'all really have no hope and thought in Fantastic Four.
The actors in that should make that more entertaining. I know that should have worked for the Eternals too. The actors in the movie should have made it more entertaining, but
no, because nobody was asking for an Eternals movie. That was the problem it faced right away. Nobody was like, oh man, what's your fan cast for Eternals? There weren't YouTube videos about that. Nobody was talking about that film.
The same question again. That was a team that you thought, hey, if we can make them work, we have a lot of properties. If we make Sprite work, we can have a Disney Plus show on her. And her actually, when she grows up, now that she's not in Eternals because she took the rogue formula to get out of it after millions of years. Like
no, they're super robots. Nobody cared about them. Nobody. And Fantastic Four,
you just spoiled the whole movie.
Oh. Fantastic Four, Marvel Studios knows they have to get it right because Chief is over it, and I think a lot of people are kind of like they're apathetic about it. They don't really care, and if it's bad, then everybody's preconceived notions about it are going to be like, "Yep, I knew it was going to suck. I'm not even going to watch it to see how bad it's going to be because I knew it was going to be awful." So that one they know. I think that's why they haven't been rolling out a bunch of stuff. And I know they got 3 movies coming out this year, but Fantastic Four is the one. I think of all this stuff, Kevin Feige is actually working, spending the most amount of time to make sure it's not bad. Once Salma Hayek died, I stopped watching.
That didn't make any dang sense. That's the problem with it. That's why they had to keep bringing her back for flashbacks. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Mark A says, which Flintstones were we talking about? The first one was all right, but Viva Rock Vegas seemed like nobody wanted to be there.
That's probably.
I don't know if I've watched 10 seconds of the sequel.
It's like we're collecting paychecks here, people.
I did not ask for the Mandalorian to be Mr. Fantastic, says Snake Eyes. Rick Cage, which Fantastic Four? There are few, including cartoons, and I love them all of them. Surely you can't be talking about the 2015 one. I mean, the cartoon was really great. The second half of it, the first one just suffered from really bad animation. Didn't have enough money. But the second season was awesome. I thought the Tim Story directed Fantastic Four films were fine because it was before MCU, it was before Iron Man, and anything around then is like, all right, if it's entertaining, that's good enough. I don't need it to be the world's biggest blockbuster. It was fine. Too much of a bad Doctor Doom, but beyond him, I thought the cast was really good, and they seemed like they like working with each other.
Okay, it was on par with it was on par with Spider-Man to me. It wasn't anything different. It was that same kind of characters, part of the Fox early, Marvel universe.
Outside of Green Goblin's horrible costume, I thought the first two Spider-Man movies had way better villains. That's because their treatment of Doctor Doom was awful.
Because that was the idea, was we can make him a more entertaining character versus an authoritarian douche, which... No. Dr. Doom needs to be an authoritarian douche. Okay?
Just refer once again to Earth's Mightiest Heroes. David Thanos, they got it right with Deadpool and Wolverine. Captain America 4 will be decent.
I think, yeah. And when you say MCU news, Kevin Feige knows he has to hit that out of the park with Fantastic Four. I think Captain America, which we haven't I don't think anybody's put on there yet.
She said it early, right away.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right. But that one looks good. I think that's going to Deadpool and Wolverine that's Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman. They're almost bulletproof on that. They probably can't make a bad version using those characters. But a new MCU Captain America, we have to get right because we know our brand's tarnished. I think they were that's why they were comfortable releasing some trailers trust me, we'll get you back on this.
Captain win, Fantastic Four fail. Thanos says, I think the one of those three Marvel movies coming out in 2025 that I'm least excited about by a mile is Thunderbolts, because I'm just not intrigued at all with those characters coming together. And, if they're going to be the new Avengers, I'm not really enthused about that either. Because it's just a bunch of characters they just introduced in Black Widow and Bucky. So,
and Ant-Man.
Ghost, whatever. It's just kind of like, what a boring assemblage of characters. One, and we don't need Black Widow 2 or Black Widow stand-in. Her daddy and Bucky, they're all the same character anyway. So we don't need them, all three of them together. And also, what if I think the next episode is Bucky in Red Guardian? It's like, ugh, that's already, they're doing that in the movie. I don't need to see this in What If. So that's another thing. Michael Solis says Marvel's Fantastic Four taking America's best stepdad and trying to make us love Marvel's first family. I don't understand that one.
Grogu.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I think Cap 4 and Thunderbolts will ruin excitement for Fantastic Four. Thunderbolts is coming after Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Thunderbolts you have to make is far away from. That's your August movie, so if it works, fine, but it doesn't tarnish what you're trying to do. There's no way all those Thunderbolts should survive. And it's just the bad guy they're fighting. All wipe the floor with all of them. There's no chance any of them should be around at the end of the day. Yeah. So if you got to depower the bad guy to make that work, then you're doing a disservice to the whole thing. Just don't do it. It's like I understand you got really charismatic characters, but no, just let it go.
All right, final round. Chief, what's your last three?
I heard they're coming out with a Michael Jackson documentary.
They are.
Documentary or biopic?
Like a the show about his life, a movie about his life.
Oh, okay. What's it called? Dangerous? Who's Bad? Thriller Night? The Way You Make Me Feel?
Jeff, I don't think that's where we're going to go with. I think we're going to have too many problems.
It's just called Michael.
Thriller's probably even a little pricey for that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's see here. Because it's getting kind of dense. The Wolfman is looking good, right? We've all talked about that. Look, is the Cleaner just another Die Hard?
Well, I mean, yeah, but so what? They can have more good Die Hard ripoffs, right?
I don't know. Now You See Me 3 is coming out.
Yeah, did you see the second one?
I like the second one. You didn't like the second one?
No. It's the Fisher wasn't there.
Okay, so there could be everybody loving Bambi?
Live action Bambi?
No, Bambi the Reckoning.
God. We got Blood and Honey, the sequel. Now we got Bambi the Reckoning. Oh, gosh.
No, thank you.
His nose is red with your blood.
No.
Okay. Well, it's not too much other I want to see. All
right, there you go. Jace, what do you got?
All right. I got some easy TV that hasn't been discussed. Easy one. Our probably home run is going to be Daredevil Born Again. I think we all, anyone who's seen Daredevil season 3 will know why we see Daredevil season 3. I mean, Born Again, bringing back some of those characters. Next is going to be the show I'm going to binge watch all next weekend, Castlevania Nocturne season 2. I like how they improved after the last episode kind of bumped my boy Richter up, so that was good. And since Jeff, I'm thinking you're going to take the last movie, I'm going to go with Andor season 2. I think that's going to be fun. Gets us right, plopped us right into Rogue One, which as soon as it's over, I'm probably going to turn on Rogue One again because that movie's awesome. So those are my final 3.
All right. Well, I'm curious to see if I don't drop the ball here and don't include the movie you're talking about. I know what you did last summer. I'm looking forward to see what they do with that. I watched the Christmas movie on Lifetime, and they have a little thumbnail so you can like, oh, this sounds like a fun movie. And Jennifer Love Hewitt was a star, and I was like, what? And she had this old lady hairstyle, and I was like, oh man, it threw me completely off. But it was good. So yeah, it's called The Holiday Junkie. Since talking about I know what you did last summer. I am very curious to see how Liam Neeson does in the Naked Gun reboot. See how the comedy is for it. I'm hoping that'll be good. And the last movie is Wicked for Good. I really like Wicked. So was that it?
No. It may be because the movie is not really coming out this year. It's Secret Wars.
Yeah, that's not next year.
Yeah, okay.
They don't do more than 3.
Okay.
I'm still hoping we get more of the Orville. That is supposed to come out this year, right? All right. So thank you very much. And thank you all for contributing in the chat too. Best new Christmas movie for me was The Holdovers. Divine Joy Randolph won Best Supporting Oscar. Yeah, he's very good. Okay. And so Jamelin and Blake asked this to me separately. What did you guys think about the Golden Globes, Chief and Jace? Did you enjoy them?
I watched Nikki Glazer's opening monologue. That was fun. The rest of them, I had not watched a movie that was going to win an award. Again, most of the award movies probably came out 2 days before the award show happened. And they said, oh, it's the greatest movie that no one has seen. It's so great. Oh, it's so grand. Please pat yourself on the back one more time for this movie that sucks. And and all the movies that are keeping the cinema open are no longer allowed. Yeah, no, I didn't touch it.
Chief, did you watch Even Less Than Jace?
By asking you the question, he feels offended and has left the chat.
I only watched Saldana's speech. Demi Moore had a good speech.
Yeah, I watched hers.
So was that your answer, Chief?
Yeah, I was serious. Even though I did it humorously, I was quite serious about my Golden Gloves, man. I wish all my fingers were middle fingers.
Like, I'm gonna use AI and change these all to one.
Right. That's how I feel about all those award shows. Let's get together, let's just pat each other on the ass for a night. And
that's
what we're gonna do.
Yeah, tell the world we're the greatest at whatever. And I don't need it. I haven't watched an award show since Hector was a puppy, and Hector died a long time ago from old age. So I'm telling you now, man, I don't do it.
Yeah, this should be a very interesting award season based on Golden Globes giving each other super.
Hey, I'm glad you said it. You know what I mean?
I think they lost mainstream credibility when they had the Avengers presenting awards. It was like, Are you kidding me? Like, admit this is the thing that's keeping you guys employed. Come on.
Tomorrow on the chat, no one's gonna know what we're talking about, but I'll know. David Thanos, thoughts of Raw on Netflix. Well, I have one thought that I'll be sharing soon. I don't like the Netflix engine in terms of fast forwarding through stuff I don't want to watch. It gave me the big buffer. Here's 25%, here's 50%. And I'm like, listen, I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything important while I'm fast forwarding through this garbage. I didn't love that. I thought the show was really long. I don't know. I mean, SmackDown's 3 hours, Raw being 3 hours. It felt like they built up everything. They did the whole Saturday night's main event where the thing everybody cares about the most was first. And it was so much. And I felt like everything afterwards is just kind of like, oh, okay, your stuff. I mean, I knew Rhea Ripley was going to win the title, so that match was fast forward. And it's just like, it was 4 matches in 3 hours. And I'm like, how did this happen? So yeah, it was good. Serves those figure filers right for missing movie files. You got it. All right. It's that time now. Who are your nominees for the first dummy of the week for 2025? Jace, you've been really quiet for a while. Let's hear your nominee first.
Man, this is a hard one because I want to give it to who we actually started this lovely award for, Mr. Kanye West.
Easy.
Mr. Kanye West really just needs to seek some therapy and the first thing they really need to deep dive is saying, just admit, hey man, you think you blew it with Kim, and you really should just figure out a way to apologize. You don't need to do all this stuff to your wife. So for her 30th birthday, he's filming her taking a bath. I didn't watch the video. I just saw the headline. I'm like, I'm not clicking on this. You're not getting the clickbait on me. I'm not watching this. But the fact that this is something you do for your wife's 30th birthday, you just gotta just admit, man. My Kim Kardashian clone isn't working for me. I just need to talk to somebody. So for him doing that on her 30th birthday makes it my dummy of the week.
Imagine if that's all you could spend for your lady's birthday. He's that rich where he's like, happy birthday, baby. And she's like, thank you. It's the greatest day of my life. You're taping me washing. And he's like, that's all you're getting. And she's like, I didn't want anything else. You know what I mean?
My life is a treat. I don't need any presents.
You're that rich, Kanye. That's nice, man. I'd love to be that rich one day. What did you give me for my birthday? Look.
I'm gonna post you on my social media.
When it comes out, here you go. Picture of you on your birthday. Happy birthday.
She had everything, but not a birthday bath video.
Right. Hey, man. Now she's got everything.
Those crappy teams, the won and lost the first pick in the draft. No names. No names. My nominee for Dummy of the Week is whoever decided, yes, let's try it out Hulk Hogan for Netflix on Raw or Raw Netflix. It was hilarious.
In LA. Not gonna be a problem.
I feel like in anywhere he goes, he's just gonna get booed. And he came out shilling some crappy beer, no doubt, crappy beer. And then he mentioned, "Oh, you know, brothers, my I've had some famous partners. The Macho Man." Oh yeah, it was so bad. It was almost as bad as trying to rip up a shirt that you can't do anymore. And then he mentioned Andre the Giant, like trying desperately to get the fans to come back and cheer him. And it's just like, it wasn't working, brother. It wasn't working for me, brother.
I was gonna
And
say,
people are just, they're over him so much. I don't really know if they need to bring him back ever again. They should acknowledge he was the driving force for so much. The big swing when Vince McMahon was in charge to get it above all the rest of the territories. But they don't need to bring him out again, ever again.
I think I heard that it was supposed to be Stone Cold. And
No, they can't afford him.
but that's the problem. I think they tried to bring Stone Cold. He's like, I got too many shows. I'm busy.
I don't know if he would have come because it's like, y'all got Rock, you got an Undertaker. What do I need to come here for?
Yeah, Undertaker point was like, really? What for? Like, I thought he was gonna Rhea Ripley was gonna ride off on the motorcycle. I was like, no, I'm just gonna ride beside you. Take care, kids.
That was weird. Chief, take us home. Who's your nominee for Dummy of the Week?
You know, man, my New York Giants. And he was right. We did lose the first pick because we won against the Colts for some unknown reason. They tried to kill my father. All right, so every once in a while I got to do a Dave Chappelle joint. So we beat the Colts. I don't even know why we beat the Colts.
Pride, prestige, the love of the game.
Because you didn't want to have
I'm not even sure.
Fired.
So then we go to the Eagles game, and the Eagles are playing their starters. Now we beat a Colts team with all the starters trying to make the playoffs. We go to a Philly with an Eagles team playing none of their starters. And
40 points for what?
We run 8 runs in a row. And that's when I knew the tank was on. I said, they're trying to tank, but they're not trying to tank. Like, they're not trying to say, hey, look at us, look what we're doing. I said, who the hell runs 8 runs in a row?
The week after scoring 40 points.
You remember when Joe Judge was there and he did the QB nail, the QB kneel on like 3rd and 10? He just hiked the ball and the QB went down on the knee.
Yes.
I felt like that's what he did, but not that obvious. And so I don't understand the purpose of winning the week before only to purposely lose the week after. Bro, they don't know how to do anything but lose my money.
I'm about to say, what's your thoughts on them keeping Brian Daboll?
You know,
and the GM, which also
it's not a. Here's the problem with the Giants, man. Honestly, we should have never won that first year Dable came in. That playoff win that year set the franchise back 3 years.
Just 3?
3 years so far. So if we had went and just stank up the place like we should have that first year Dable came in, I think we would have been on track. We would have picked up a quarterback. They would have let go of Daniel Jones. We would have picked up a quarterback. They would have done certain things they needed to do. And we would have gotten we would have been in a better position now. Our quarterback would have been in the 2nd or 3rd year. We would have improved the line. We probably would have kept Saquon because we could have, you know what I mean? We could have afforded him back then. So these are the things that winning does for a team that is a losing team. And it was just stupid to watch because I in my mind I said, well, listen, they didn't tank the week before. They're not going to tank this week. It doesn't make sense for them to lose the number 1 pick and then tank. Let me get 30 on the Giants.
I'm confused. I'm confused. Who's the dummy of the week? The Giants or the person who put 30 on the Giants?
Listen. What would you have me do with no starters in? And that's what I'm saying. And the coach like, yeah, we're gonna play our starters. We're going in there, and I'm like, well, they didn't take the week before. I listen. Tell me, help you, help me. You know what I mean? Let me know what you're gonna do. All you had to do was lose the Colts game. I wouldn't have put a penny down on you. But now you're saying, oh, we're in it to win it. We just playing. Like, I feel like when I see Dable outside in the streets, I'm like, yo, where's my 30, bro? And I might just tap his pockets for it. Like, yo, I need my 30 back, big man. Because you purposely lost that game, man. And this is what you know what I mean? Like, people out here, they playing with your money, and in their mind, they're like, oh, you're playing with people's money, man. That is a dangerous game y'all are playing in these sports, man. You know what I mean? Throwing a bammer out, throwing a dude out, saying, yeah, we're going to play our starters, throwing them out for 1 play. You got a quarterback, you put a 500 down on a quarterback that they said was going to play all week, and you might got him for 150 yards. He threw for 2. And then they took him. They took him out. Listen, man, there ain't no spread to cover. Bro, I had Minnesota plus 15.5.
Why? Did you forget Sam Darnold was their quarterback?
Did you forget that the
Minnesota's been playing good ball?
Lions was playing at home?
Lions are hurt. They're beat up.
Yeah,
but that's my point.
To beat up on Sam Darnold.
It's scripted. It's like a reality TV show.
Hey, Jeff, they should get really used to it because Sam Darnold's going to be their quarterback next year.
Nah, man, Sam's gone.
I'm talking about you guys.
Oh, we're picking up Aaron Rodgers, man. We're already in the negotiations for the AR. You know what I mean?
He don't even have to move. He's right there.
He doesn't even have to move, man. He's right there, bro. You know what I mean? Let me tell you.
This green jersey for a blue one, thanks.
This time we go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, man. Let me go grab me a shot or something.
All right. Well, thank you, Chief and Jace. Appreciate y'all kicking off 2025 strong. Also, want to thank David Thanos that says maybe Kirk Cousins, Michael Solis, Mark A, 80s kid from the 90s, Blake Tarpley, Snake Eyes, Jalen Parks. Say Michael Solis already? If not, said it again. Mm-hmm. Sir Gio Rick Cage Esquire. One and only. Let me see. Did I forget anyone else?
Ryan Daly.
How could I forget? Our guy Ryan.
Mark A.
I did say Mark A. Keith Cooper. Oh. Definitely got to shout out his way. Randy Reviews. There we go. I think that was the last one that I needed. So that's it. Thank you all. What's the watch along? Great question. Maybe 17th, 24th. I'll check in with the guys. Let y'all know maybe tomorrow. Lyles Figure Files. So we'll figure it out. Great show, guys. See you next mission. Thank you. Mark A. All right. Well, that's it for now. Of course, tomorrow I'll be back on 8:05. Talk about all kinds of stuff. Stay tuned. I'm going to edit the X Factor video. Maybe not tonight, but it'll be up soon. But for now, for Jace, for Chief, this is Jeffrey Lyles. This episode of Lyles Movie Files has been filed.